Hey guys, we're going to take this incomplete board. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I am so happy you found us. This is Creativity and Inspiration, and I am Lisa. How's everybody doing? I'm so excited to have so many of you new joining me. That is awesome. Today we are talking about how you can use old game boards that aren't all there. This game is missing a bunch of pieces, and I thought I would kind of walk you through what we could do with it because this was donated to me. I surely appreciate that, and I thought it would be fun to share with you some of my ideas. Let's get into what we can do with this. Alright, so this game is Jumanji. And we'll start with what's inside, and then we'll come back to the box as well. Alright, the box is kind of cool. I was trying to see if I could figure out what year this was. I hadn't opened this yet or anything. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go get my glasses. I was trying to see what year this is from. The box and the graphics on the box are really bright. They're in good shape. All the graphics look good. I don't see a date on the box anywhere. Okay, this is 1995. So this particular game is a vintage game, and it's from 1995. But like I said, there's a lot of pieces missing, but there's still so much good that you can do with this that I hate to get rid of it. And like I said, it was donated to me. So let's talk about what you can do with all parts of this. And of course, first we'll start with the junk journal stuff. First we'll start with turning it into an amazing, fun, funky kind of journal. And I see this is the insert, the cardboard insert that comes in probably most games. And look how beautiful, look at the writing, the colors. I just love the graphics. You've got the alligator, you've got the eye, you've got all these graphics. Then you've got the different styles of writing, the different colors of writing. I see this being, the edges being trimmed off, and this being a cover. Okay, so this is our cover. And then when you get in here, we have the instruction book, which can be pages. It can be the inside of our cover. It can be a lot of things because the instruction book, again, has the great graphic here. And I think this would be really pretty inside our junk journal cover. And then, you know what we could do? You know how I'm always telling you to scan it in and print up copies? I would scan this in and put the copy inside there, because the graphics on both sides are so fun. And I would use this section right here as a page, and then this section I would use as the back cover. You could add some, you know how we add our little strip of papers to the borders to make it a page by itself? You could do that. I would definitely use this front and back though, because there's great writing. There's great graphics. So these would definitely be pages, but what I would do is scan them in and then print them and cut them out, and then, you know, paste them, glue them, paste them, glue them, tape them inside our junk journal cover as well. Use all parts of this. Don't blow it off just because it's instructions. Remember, text can be interesting. It can add texture and movement, all of that, to a page, or it can be a great journal page, because we always want journal pages that are different, right? Okay, here are some of the Jumanji cards, and I'll bring you in closer to get a closer look at these little ones, but I see these as tags. These are pockets. You could sew these together and create a really cool page. Just probably 101 uses for the cards themselves. You know, whatever you could think of. I would see they each have a picture on them. I could see you cutting out the little, like, there's like a little code there. Reminds me of, oh, what do you call those? Scantron codes? I don't know. Anyway, you could cut these out and hook them together and make them part of the journal charm too. So like I said, 101 uses for the cards, and I'll bring you in a little bit just to look closely. And then again, the dice, and there's a little figure, and there's some wooden things. All of these, if you could drill a hole through them, would be great charms as well. Now next, we have the game board itself, and it's in pretty good shape. Now, this is very stiff, and it would not make a great cover because it's going to bend and crack. Now, you could use this as a cover if you were going to hinge it together, poke holes in it, and tie it together, use rings. Like I said, it's very thick, and you wouldn't be able to sew through it, obviously, but you could definitely poke holes and hinge it. But how would you do that? You could use any of these sections and cut them to fit a 6x9 or a 9x12 journal. That would not be hard. And then just drill some holes on the, edges, and put in your rings, and then put in your pages, and you would have a cover. So first and foremost, this could be a cover. Definitely. You could also, this section here, to me, would be like a little job chart or keeping track of stuff. This would make a great, like, bulletin board. I thought it would be amazing for that. Hang it on the wall. Again, art, just different art, frame them. The center could be a picture frame. Put a picture in there and frame it, and look how cool that would be. So art, picture frames, junk journal covers, kind of like little bulletin boards, to-do list. These are endless possibilities. And like I said, it's thick, so if you're going to use it as a journal cover, it's better to drill the holes, cut it with a saw, drill the holes, and then use rings to attach. But it would last forever. Guys, besides this being a bulletin board, it could also be a frame too. Just cut these two little sections out and put pictures on there. How cute would that be? Now, let's go back to the box itself, because we're using all parts of this. And again, journal covers, yes, this is just cardboard. It would be a great journal cover, okay? Cut off the sides, trim it down to whatever size you needed. Journal cover. And look at this. The bottom could even be a journal cover, and you could have a front and a back off of one if you used, the key rings or an invisible spine. I mean, this is amazing. There's so many uses. Also, you could trim the sides off and frame this. I mean, come on, if you're decorating, say, somebody's room that likes animals, or somebody's room that likes games, if you're doing, a hangout spot, if you're doing even a man cave, somebody that likes taxidermy, put this up, and then put some taxidermy heads that are not real up. I mean, how cool would it be? So when you get games that, or you see games that maybe, or you have games that maybe pieces are missing out of, don't get rid of them and look at every part. Don't just look at the game part, the game pieces, but look at the cardboard inserts, the game board, the pieces, the box it comes in, and even the instructions, because the use, how you can use all this is unlimited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you in closer, show you the cards, a few of the cards, just because they're so cool. And then I'm going to create a junk journal, show you some basics of a junk journal out of this. And of course, then I challenge you, go out and find a game that's missing some pieces and create something with it and show me in the comments. I would love to see your creations. All right, come in closer and we'll look a little bit closer at these cards and these game pieces. Okay guys, here are some of these great cards. They're so fun. I guess they go like that. Aren't these awesome? The colors, the graphics. I mean, they're just so cute. And I see these like being hooked together, cutting these apart. You know, I can see these as journaling cards. I can see these as tags. I mean, these things could be, you could make a pocket out of them. You can make a slide out of them, a specimen. I mean, there's 1,001 things you could do with these. Okay, guys, so what I did was I cut that insert, you know, that they hide the game pieces under, and I made a journal cover, and it's so cute. Now, you might be going, wait, why aren't the graphics on the front? That's just the way these things are, the way that we fold journal covers, the way things are printed. You know, we read left to right, so the main stuff is printed on the left, but when we make a journal cover, it's the right part when we fold it, if that makes sense. But here's the deal. There's nothing that says you have to do your journal like this. Make an outside of the box journal if you want your graphics. Make your journal work backwards. It doesn't always have to be a traditional journal. Just something to think about. Though I love this. It has graphics, it has color, it has writing. It's very interesting, and then it has a nice surprise on the back. Now remember, when you're using, like this had flaps all the way around it, if you remember. Be sure and use those. Here they all are, and look, there's some of the gator's body. So what I can do is come in here and put it like a pocket on the side there. And look, when I flip it, okay, so be sure and look at when you're creating what all, if it continues inside or not. That's a great element to use. Now I talked about inside here. A great thing to do would be taking your instructions and lining the inside of your journal cover with whatever game board instructions you have. And that would be really cool look, okay? But I wanted to do multiple uses with this. So before I lined the inside of my journal, I scanned it in, and then I cut it up and printed. I printed and then cut it up, and look, I got a journaling card, and a tag out of the same instructions. Plus I have multiple uses, and I got an envelope I can use. So remember to scan the originals in, because you get so much more life. Even just for one journal, I can use this one thing over and over again in this one journal. So that makes it, you know, worth taking the time to scan it in. Also, these playing cards, of course, they can be pockets. They can be tuck spots. They can be tabs. You can cut out each little picture and make a tab for your journal, okay, on the pages. These cards can be 101 uses. But think outside of the box. Look at different things. And you can also make slideshows with them, okay? See how this shape is very similar? All you need to do is cut a piece like this with the center cut out of cardstock, white cardstock, and then get some cellophane. You know, the ones we do gift baskets. Line it with cellophane, put it over this, and you will have your very own vintage slide. Very cool, right? Also, these you could put two together. Cut out the pictures. Make sure you have them alternated, the picture and the red side, the picture and the red side. Cut them apart, glue them together, laminate them, and you could make earrings. You could make charms for bracelets, charms for your journal. You could make lampshades. You can make whatever you can think of with these game pieces. I've already talked about how these can be charms for journals. These are the playing pieces. You can make jewelry. These can be charms on a bracelet. These can be keychains. These can be whatever you make them. The game board can not only be, I talked about doing the game board as, using the game board as a bulletin board or as a frame. You can cut it and you could make it a journal cover. You can make it a box to store game pieces in. You can make it whatever you can think of. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Ideas that what you can do with a game board with missing pieces. Like I said, you can find these at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales. and maybe in your own closet, right? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and that little bell and click all. We have tons of great videos coming your way, and the support is just awesome. The more I grow, the more ideas I can come up with. So I really appreciate it. Also, if everybody could just send positive good vibes to me. I have to take my little dog. I think he just has a fatty cyst, but I'm going to the vet to get checked today, so all your positive vibes would be much appreciated. Thanks, guys, for being here today. Down below, tell me, what is your favorite board game? I'd love to know. Mine is, I probably have 3. I like Yahtzee, though that's not a board game. Okay. Monopoly, Scrabble, and I just don't know. Probably Monopoly and Scrabble. What are yours? Thanks for being here. Bye. Guys, we're going to take this incomplete board